Good news for K-drama fans. Song Hye-kyo's The Glory has finally confirmed the release date of Season 2. Here, we take a quick look at The Glory Season 2's release date, cast, and a preview of what's in store in Part 2. Released at the end of 2022, it didn't take long for Song Hye-kyo's The Glory to take over the internet. The sheer popularity of the show worldwide is reflected in Netflix's non-English global top 10 charts, where it topped the list for the week of January 2nd to January 8, 2023, with a cumulative weekly watch time of 82.48 million hours. The series also ranked in the top 10 of TV series globally in 62 countries. Release date of Glory Season 2 confirmed. It's official. The Glory Season 2 will be released on March 10th on Netflix globally, so we will not have to wait a long time for the show's return. An exact date has already been announced. Part 2 of the Revenge K-drama will have 8 episodes in total. The original plan for the drama was to have 2 parts, with the first part being released on December 30th, 2022, and Part 2 being released in March. It was also somewhat known that the drama would be 100% pre-produced in February of last year, which explains the smaller gap between them. Song Hye-kyo and Lee Do-yeon's The Glory earns rave reviews on social media, from how viewers are left in awe with the perfect casting, world building, and character development to keep people glued to their screens to the finale. Viewers can't wait for Season 2 to be out. The Glory Season 2 cast. Who's in The Glory Part 2? Naturally, it's the same bunch of characters played by the same stars because their stories remain very much unfinished. So that means Song Hye-kyo as Dong-yeon, Lim Ji-yeon as Yeon-jin, Kim Hye-yeora as Sarah Jong-seung as Do-young, Cha Ju-young as Hae-jong, Lee Do-hyun as Ju-yo-jong, Park Sang-hoon as Jeon Jae-jun, Kim Gun-woo as Myung-oh, and lastly Yam Hae-ran as Kang Yeon-nam. The first season, we saw Moon Dong-yeon take up a job at an elementary school and go after the people who bullied her in high school. The girl wanted to be an architect, but her dreams were shattered when she had to quit school after being badly bullied and hurt by other kids. These events were shown in flashbacks. The second season will now pick up where the first season left off. It will focus on the next chapter of Dong-yeon's revenge, and she will also try to leverage Yeonjin's husband. She then planned revenge on her tormentors and also on the bystanders who did nothing. That student is now an adult. She has waited for the leader of her tormentors to get married and have a child. That child is now an elementary school student. The woman who was once a victim of school violence is now the homeroom teacher of her tormentors. The cruel revenge plot begins in earnest. The Glory of Season 1 has been a spectacular experience, and we are quite sure that Season 2 would do justice to this thriller. Go full throttle on her bullies, for her revenge will be a sight to behold, and we can't wait to experience that. Season 1 ends with Yeon-jin illegally entering Dong-yeon's house and seeing everything she has about them on her walls. She lights up a cigarette, claiming she made a mistake by harassing Dong-yeon. She should have killed her instead. As Yeon-jin contemplates how she slipped up while staring at the photos in Dong-yeon's apartment, she is joined by Do-young. Yo-jong visits the mortuary to look at a body, and Dong-yeon visits his house and makes the first move on his go board, as he had asked her to do. Preview and first look of The Glory Season 2. Netflix has released the first look at The Glory 2, and as expected, it hints that the drama will only get more intense for Part 2. The first look at The Glory Part 2 preview shows a bloody Ji-jun who looks shocked. Ji-jun recently learned that he's actually the biological father of her daughter and now demands custody. Fans believe that Dong-yeon will actually stab him in the back, leave him penny, and expose his insecurity of having color blindness to the world as payback for everything that he's done to her. In Season 1, Moon Dong-yeon has only laid the groundwork for Ji-jun's punishment. So it looks like in Season 2, along with Park Yeon-jin, Ji-jun will also have to pay for his sins. Another preview cut shows a rather worried-looking Park Yeon-jin receiving a phone call. Yeon-jin's stone-cold barriers are shattering quickly. We've seen that Dong-yeon already did a great job of collecting the right kind of hurtful information, And even though she put Yeonjun's daughter in a precarious position, it's unlikely that she will actually harm the child, but she will definitely be useful in her plan. Imagine being Yeonjun's husband and finding out that your child is not your child, that your wife is having an affair. Some fans theory the minute Yeonjun loses her husband, she also loses her job, which means that she'll be left with nothing, and that would be a huge success in Dong-yeon's eyes. Viewers are really eager to see how Dong-yeon finally takes her revenge against the school bully. Last but not least, more still cuts from part 2 show Yoo Jong and Do Young playing Go and Kang Yeon Nam hugging her injured daughter. Fans are eagerly awaiting the release of the next season, as this one ended with some unanswered questions. Given that this is only part 1, we still have many questions that we would like answers to. How did Dong-yeon know that Yeonjun trespassed on her home? Whose side will Do-young take? Whose body did Yoo Jong go to view in the mortuary? Is it So-hee or Myung-oh? Does Yeon Nam choose to still order a hit on her husband? Hopefully, these questions will get answered when part 2 released. What are the burning questions you have? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and thank you for watching. Bye!